thank you for joining us for what is a landmark announcement concerning PT partner software Lendlord. And today we're very delighted to be able to announce that Lendlord users can now link their bank accounts to their Lendlord software. And this is going to have many, many benefits, and that's what we're going to be discussing with CEO and co-founder of Lendlord, Aviram Shahar. And Aviram, it's so lovely that we seem to be having these landmark announcements on a regular basis, which really just shows how quickly the software is developing along its roadmap. But in the case of kind of joining with open banking, this was very much a case of our users requesting that facility, wasn't it?
Yes. So first, thanks, Vanessa. And yes, it's a very exciting week for us because the open banking integration is, as you said, is something that our users ask for, in the last several months. Basically, this is something that will allow them to automate their entire cash flow and rent collection by getting securely a direct feed from their bank accounts. In order to make it happen, we partner with Plaid. Plaid is a company platform that implemented the open banking securely. The company is regulated by the FCA, and now also Lendlord got its approval to act as an agent of Plaid for the open banking. So everything is under the regulation of the FCA, also in terms of security. And so we partner with them, and we are using their API to help our users integrate their bank accounts to Lendlord, and by that enjoy full automation of their cash flow.
Well, that FCA regulation should give users confidence in using the open banking integration. But let's just go back to basics, Aviram, because open banking is a term that we've heard more and more, and it's particularly come to the fore during the COVID-19 pandemic, where services that have been using and integrating open banking have really helped solve problems such as, we've seen open banking used for tenant referencing, so you can get an immediate snapshot of a tenant's financial position. We've heard about it being used in terms of reconciling rents. So how exactly, will open banking kind of enhance the experience of using Lendlord? What is open banking and how will it do that?
Okay, so first, open banking is something that helps PropTech companies like Lendlord and others, to do the things that they do best without, worrying about integrating the platform to each bank API. So you have now platforms, and you have standard API that those platforms provide other PropTech companies one API, and with one API you can connect to all the banks in the UK. The company that we use also do it in the US. So it's very, very valuable tool, because then we at Lendlord, we don't need to implement anything, just one API, and then we can use the feed to benefit our users. So in Lendlord, what we do is basically currently our users can track their expenses and income on an ongoing basis. So currently you can do it manually, or you can upload a file. And now you will have another option, is to link your bank account. And then every time there are new transactions on your bank account, Lendlord engine will get this feed, and you will see a pop-up when you log in. And we will see a short demo, and we have webinar this week to elaborate more, but everything will be automated. And once you map a transaction that is a recurring transaction, like rental income, or let's say Lendlord insurance that pays in installments, then the platform will identify that this is a recurring and will do the mapping for you every time it sees this transaction. And you will receive a summary email every time the platform retrieves new transactions. So everything is automatic. all of your bookkeeping is like in one place, and you can enjoy the insights of Landlords in terms of performance on top of that. So basically everything is much more accurate because you get the feed from the bank account. You can also download the data and share it with your accountant. So many benefits.
And of course, because it's open banking, it's all real time. So it's updating kind of as it happens. And I can immediately see, the huge benefits for landlords, certainly with a lot of properties and a lot of transactions, to have this facility.
Yes, this is the thing, if you have so many things to take care of and and you need to, to be on track on everything, this is a great tool that you won't miss anything because everything will be tracked automatically. And by the way, all the transactions that the platform will not be able to map automatically, you will get them to the transactions page and you can map everything from there. So everything is in one place without you taking the receipts and type everything. You will have it on your Lendlord dashboard. And then, after that, of course, you can also upload the receipt, but you have all the transactions in place.
Oh, well, I'm sure our viewers are immediately going to see the many benefits of that. And just really in the interest of transparency, Aviram, we've always stated that the core functionality of Lendlord will remain free. And we just wanted to draw attention to the fact that Lendlord actually has to pay for the open banking feed from Plaid, and therefore there is a small fee associated with linking your bank account to the Lendlord software. It's a monthly fee and it's less than the price of a cup of coffee per day. So we just wanted to make that immediately highlighted from the get-go, didn't we?
Yes. So it's very important to know that this feature will be with a charge. It's not a high charge, and you can pay it in the annual plan. You can also do a trade-off. If you use our services and you earn cashback points, you can basically use them to subscribe to the open banking. All the core functionality of Lendlord will be remained free, but this open banking feature is cost is associated with that. You need to do a premium account. Premium plan, and this feature will be part of the premium plan, and usually that will want to use it will need to upgrade their account.
Fantastic. Well, as Aviram mentioned, this little introduction is just like the opening act, because the headline act is actually our live webinar that we're going to be running on Thursday evening. We'd like to invite everybody along to join us for that, where we'll be taking a deeper dive into the open banking integration with Lendlord. And I will put a link below this video for you to register for this free webinar. And because it's live, it's also an opportunity for you to get your questions answered. But for now, Aviram, we're just going to take a very shallow dive into the integration and have a very quick demo just to give a flavor of how it looks on Lendlord.
Sure, yeah. So let's do a very small demo, short demo for the new functionality. Yeah, can you see the screen, Vanessa? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in the dashboard, there is now a new button, link bank account. This button is also appears in other relevant pages. Once you click on this link, if you already linked bank account, will ask you just to make sure that you see all the bank accounts in a list. Click continue. Then you will be transferred to Plaid API, and you can use their wizard to find and search your bank, and then Plaid basically will redirect you to the bank website. There you will need to put your bank credentials, your real bank credentials, and this is something that now you are between you and your bank. Lendlord is not storing any of your credentials. This is something that is not in our responsibility. It is not hosting in our servers. We will just get the feed. So put your credentials, and then after that, I will not put my credentials now. So I will see how it looks after that. So after you do it, and then since then, like every time the platform will read new transactions, you will get this pop-up. But we will get also like an email reminder, and you will have everything like on the transactions page. So this pop-up says that we were able like to, the engine were able like to import 30 new transactions. 5 were mapped. It means that the platform like automatically mapped 5 transactions, and you need to map 8 more. How you map them? You can use this wizard. Click continue. Then you can see you have like a rent payment from Kate Brown. You can edit the description. The description is from your bank transaction. This is like the bank transaction. Map it to a property and map it to a payment. Okay, so Kate Brown, this is like December. She needed to pay in the 2nd. She paid in the 10th of the month. Click map. Now, this pop-up shows because users that upload their like enter the data in the first time, the platform took the rental income automatically to feed all the history. So you have this pop-up. If you want to override what the platform put, I recommend yes. So click on override. Now you will get the next transaction. This is like expense, £12. Yeah, it's also something that related to Kate, but let's say that this is my Landlord insurance. This is a fake data that we prepared for this demo. I will choose the property, and can track now the expense Landlord insurance. You can see like, do you have a category? It already put it as like an insurance category, but I can of course use other category if I want. Click map, then it will map it. Then you have another transaction. This is transaction from the last 30 days. So you can decide if you want to track it as a one-time payment or as a recurring transaction. And if it's a recurring transaction, it means that basically the platform will now take a look on the description and the amount, and next month it will map it automatically. You need to, of course, like to pick the relevant property. Click map. Then, you can continue. You can ignore, by the way, like transactions. Then you can map it after that in the transactions page. I will ignore this. Another expense accounted fee. I want to track it on the entire portfolio. Take another option in Lendlord, so it's not like expense that related to a specific property. And I want it as a one-time payment, and I will put it on accounting fees category. Click map. Like another income. It's okay, a roof repair, perhaps like it's a refund that I got from the property manager. I will pick a property. It's not a payment, so I can keep it like free. Click map. Another income, let's put ignore. And then you get the summary. So 5 new transactions were mapped. I can check them like on the profit and loss page, and 3 transactions were ignored. So all the ignored transaction will be on the transactions page. So I click on transaction page. So here I can see all the transactions. So don't worry, if you don't use the wizard, all the transactions from your bank account will be in this page, and you can map everything from here. So you can map all the transactions. Okay, this is the property, Landlord insurance. I can pick the right relevant property, the category, and I can click map. And again, I have the rental income in this month. I need to choose if I want to override or to add. I click override. Then you can review it on the profit and loss page. Go to the property, monthly income. I think that we track December payment for this property. Kate Brown, 3,200. So this is like an income that I received from my bank account. So from now, on, like after like you retrieved all the transaction bank account, you map them, the platform basically will retrieve the transactions every day, and you will be able like to map them, and all the automatically mapped transaction will be mapped for you, and you will get just the summary of what was mapped. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So I think when you first link your bank account, there will be mapping to do. So you want to link up all the transactions, but as Aviram has demonstrated, once you've mapped that transaction to a particular property and a particular income or expense, and you want it to be a recurring transaction, then it will do it automatically going forward. So the more that you use the open banking integration, the less mapping you'll have to do, essentially. Is that right, Aviram?
Yes, definitely. You just need to do like once. There are like users that already tried this feature, so I spoke with some of them. So some of them just like retrieved even like 1 year or 2 years of history. So you need like perhaps like like to map all of them, because if you want to see everything, for also the historical years on each property, all the expenses, all the income, after that like see it on the expenses breakdown. So invest the time to map all of the historical transactions from your bank account. But from now on, it's much less work because everything will be automatically retrieved, and you just need to map the things that the platform won't be able to map, like one-time payments, one-time income, and so it will make the life much easier from now on.
No, I can definitely see that. It's definitely going to improve a landlord's, accounting. And I can only say, Aviram, that if you're a landlord starting out in 2021, what a massive advantage to have access to the Lendlord property portfolio management software with all these amazing features. You're starting building your portfolio in a digital framework from day one, and I think it gives newbies so many advantages. We've talked about them at length. Mitigating risk, making decisions based on data, not intuition. Using the deal analyzing software, our new flip analyzing software, refurb analyzing software. I mean, really, for a landlord who's just starting out to, go forward in this format, I just think it's so wonderful. I just wish that, we had this, when was it, in 2004 when I started, because it really is transforming how a landlord can manage their business, and making so many efficiencies and so much automation, really making landlord life so much easier.
Yes, it's I think it's a game changer for like anyone that kind of manage any business. Everything is automatic, and like you don't need to be afraid to miss any transaction. And
awesome.
Vanessa want to know that we do like over like 14-day trial, so you can start using the feature, and then you can like cancel at any time, like if you don't want to proceed. And we also welcome we have the webinar, but also people that want to get like a live demo can also contact me, and perhaps we can put on the post also my calendar, so you can schedule like a call with me if someone wants to deep dive into like his like specific case.
Yeah. So if you like what you've seen, you've got various options. You could get going straight away. If you're not a Lendlord user, go and register for your free Lendlord account. As Aviram said, there's a chat bot on the site where you can contact him and his team directly to assist you. If you feel that you need extra help, or you're a portfolio landlord, you can book an actual private personal demonstration with Aviram and his team, and they can help you make sure that you're uploading all your properties correctly, and you can get started with the open banking integration. It's live on Lendlord now, but if you're still uncertain or need a little bit more information, then we do invite you to join us at our webinar on Thursday evening. There will be a link underneath this video. And as I mentioned before, it is a live webinar. and you're very, very welcome to answer any questions at all that you may have about the open banking integration on Lendlord. So exciting times, Aviram. I know this was a particularly important landmark on the roadmap for Lendlord to actually have this open banking integration, and here we are kicking off a new year, and you've managed to get it integrated. So I know you're absolutely delighted, aren't you?
Yes, definitely. We were waiting for that also a lot of time, because we needed also to get the approval from the FCA. And once we got it, we made everything to launch it as soon as possible. So really hope that our users will enjoy this great feature. And please feel free to send us any feedback, and join the webinar on Thursday and ask any questions there.
Yes, and once again, it is FCA regulated, both the open banking supplier, which is Plaid, and also Lendlord itself has to have FCA regulation to offer this service. So we do hope that that gives you confidence to use it. Well, that's it for now, Aviram. Thank you very much, and I will look forward to seeing you and everybody else on the webinar on Thursday evening. As mentioned, the link is below this video if you'd like to register. So join us Thursday evening for a much deeper dive into the open banking integration on Lendlord, and we'll be showing you some more of the features and some more things that you can do. But for now, we're signing off and hope that you are going to take advantage of this incredible integration and feature that's going to really help improve your landlord life. So see you Thursday.
See you Thursday. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you all. Bye-bye.